Hey, hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. My name is Balasabas. I'm not sure what time you are watching and caught this video, but really glad to have you here. In this video, I want to take you through a tool that I just really love, a tool that I've talked a lot about, which is Streamyard. And so I want to take you from sort of beginning to end of all the features that I really think is amazing and awesome. And I think that hopefully you will find valuable as well. I'm sure that if you're here, you're either exploring Streamyard, whether or not you should use it, or maybe you've started using it and you want to get to know how to use it and get the most out of this amazing tool. And so I want to go through that with you. I want to take you through the Streamyard platform itself, my own account. I'll take you behind the scenes of my account here and show you around and help you get kind of set up, some of the best practices that I have learned over the years, and some of the content that they have, some of the resources that they have available for creators like you and me. And so before we jump into it, though, of course, if you are one of those folks that have not set up StreamYard yet, maybe you don't have an account, then that's the first thing that you need to get. Is you need to get a StreamYard account so that you can follow along this video. And so I've got you set up. I got you covered. And so all you need to do is pause this video, go to the description of this video, and find the link to set up your free trial. The free trial will get you access to the professional account, as it's called today. And you can access all of the features that I'm going to be sharing and you're going to be seeing in this video. All right. And so, like I said, I want to be as in-depth as possible with this video when it comes to StreamYard. I want to show you everything that you possibly would need to know to get the most out of this tool. It's a great tool. Like I said, I've been using it for years, I really hope that it is something that you find a lot of benefit in. All right, so let's jump in. Let's jump into it. So let's go back to my screen. And as I'm doing that, I just want to also say that I may not cover everything that you may want to know. Maybe you have a really specific question. And so that's what the comments are for down below. Pause the video, type in your question in the comments, and I would love to answer your question in a future video. All right, so let's talk a little bit about StreamYard first. So StreamYard is a browser-based tool. Okay, you don't need to download anything to use StreamYard. You can just go to your browser on your desktop or your laptop, even on your mobile device, browser, and use StreamYard. Okay. Now, originally StreamYard was a live streaming platform. All right, it's a live streaming platform, so you can live stream to multiple channels at any given time. Whether you want to live stream to YouTube and also your Facebook page or Facebook group or LinkedIn at the same time, you can do that. But over the years, it's actually become a video recording tool as well. That's what I tend to use it for, is actually recording videos. And then it's kind of matured into other things that you can do. All right, so here are a few things that StreamYard, in terms of features, allows you to do. You can have up to 10 people on the screen. You can multi-stream up to 8 channels. So you can go to 3 YouTube channels, 2 Facebook pages, and that's 5. So 3 other places, right? You can go to your private membership on Uscreen, for example. You can also go to LinkedIn and do that as well. You can go to your guest channel. If you have a guest, if you're a guest on my live stream, then we can live stream to both of our YouTube channels, right? And reach more people. You can have on-screen comments. I'm going to show you how to do that. You can have green screen, custom RTMP, 24/7 support, which is awesome. You always want to have support. And beyond actually the support team, there's actually a really cool community, actually a couple of them, where you can plug into. All right. On the left here, on the right here, you'll see that you can also put in your logos and lower thirds and really look really professional. You can also stream pre-recorded clips. So you don't have to actually be live. You can actually record something and then have that play as a live stream, and then you can spend time in the comments if you want to engage with the viewers that way. For the folks out there that really care about the high definition, high resolution, full HD 1080p is available as well. You can download your recordings, you can screen share, you can have separate audio files, which is really good for podcasters, and there's a bunch of different video layout templates that you can use. Now, who is it for? There's, brands, influencers, creators like myself and you probably, thought leaders, marketers, in-house marketers, media for virtual events, entrepreneurs, politicians, athletes, religious services, right? Churches, different religious groups. You can use this as well. And of course, people teams, just people that are involved, that they want to be in the same place and create content together. This is really awesome. So there's a bunch of really cool platforms, brands that use Streamyard here. And so that's a little bit about Streamyard. Now, like I said, people use Streamyard for live streaming, but also creating content. And so we're going to dive into that as well. All right. So let's now go into the Streamyard account, into my Streamyard account in the back end. But before we do, I just want to check in with you. If you have any questions so far, again, a reminder, you can always go down into the comments. And if you haven't set up your Streamyard account yet, there is a link for a free trial in the description. All right. There's a bit of caveat because I always want to make sure that we are covering ourselves here and being super transparent. That link to set up your free trial is an affiliate account. So you're going to be supporting this channel by using that affiliate link. All right. We're going to get a little bit of a kickback, a little bit of a commission from Streamyard. And it's not going to cost you anything. You're actually going to get a free trial out of it. And if you reach out to them, let them know that Rob sent you from this channel. They'd love to hear that as well, that, us out here, the partners that they're working with, are sending them, some new traffic, some new creators to work with. All right. And so just want to make sure that that is super transparent there. So let's go back to my screen here. And we are going to be going into the Streamyard account. So if you're here and, if you don't know what this looks like, this is actually the back end of Streamyard when you log in. And so, like I said, you need to have an account to follow along here. And so once you're set up and you have your account all set up, your Streamyard account all set up, this is where you will be. And so you'll be in home here. And so once you get to this home screen right here, there's a home tab. I actually don't know why it says Daniel Cosmala here. He's my coworker, one of my colleagues. But anyways, I swear this is my account. So Daniel, if you're watching this, I swear I am logged into my account. And so you've got home. All right. So this is where you're going to be seeing all of your streams, your recordings, any live streams that you have set up ahead of time and scheduled. You'll find it here as well. And also in the tab here, you'll find the past. Is that you can also then see all of your past live streams here as well. It's really cool. Okay, so you can kind of see how long they were, when they were, all of this stuff. All right, so this is one of my test accounts. So this is some of the previous tests that we did here. On the left hand side here, you're also going to be seeing library. Okay, this is where you're going to be seeing all of your previous live streams. And like I told you earlier a few minutes ago, is that you can actually download your live streams. All right. And so that's really cool. And so the way that you would use that is if you went live and then you're finished the live stream, it keeps a copy here inside of StreamYard. From here, you can click on the little three dots here, and you can actually download, see here, you can actually download this video. And so you can download the video to your computer and then edit the video. You can clip it out. You can do all sorts of things. You can also see here that you can upload a thumbnail. And if you upload a thumbnail, then you can just from here upload it to YouTube or wherever you want it to go. You can also edit and repurpose, and that's really cool. So if you go here and click on edit and repurpose, you can actually create shorts and reels out of that long form live stream replay, right? Which is really cool. It saves you so much time. You can trim and split your content and publish the videos that are up to 20 minutes long. So from, let's say you had a 1 hour live stream, you can take up to 20 minutes from that long form live stream replay and trim it down right here inside of StreamYard. Similarly, you can also create 60-second reels or up to 60 seconds in vertical videos from your long form live stream replay, right? And you can make shorts and reels. And so you want to get the most out of your content. And so StreamYard makes that super easy. All right. So let me know in the comments if you are creating repurposing from your live stream, or if that's something you want to do eventually, if that's something that you do want to do with the tool that you choose, for creating live streams or recording content. All right. So let's X out of this. And I already showed you that you can click this sort of 3 buttons here, or 3 dots here, and you can download. You can also share the video if you want. You're like, hey, I want to share this with a colleague of mine or the guest that I had. And so really easy. You click on share, and then you get a URL here that you can copy and then share out. Okay, so really, really easy there. Okay, so you can then also, of course, you can select all, or you can select one of these. So for example, if I select this one and this one with Andrew, and what I can do is I can then go to over here and click on delete. Okay, you can see that. I can click on delete if I want to, which I won't though. Okay, you can also select all if you like. And select all of the videos and then delete it. It's up to you, okay, if you want to free up some space. But yeah, that is the library there, okay? Now we're going to go on, we're just going to go down the list here. We're going to go down the list, all right? So we're going to click on destinations. Now destinations, like I said earlier, you can live stream to up to 8 channels at any given time. Channels or pages, okay? And so each of these are destinations, right? So a YouTube channel is a destination. So you can add up to all of the channels, all of the destinations that you like, right? You'll see here that I have some of my own personal channels. I have some channels for work, LinkedIn pages, LinkedIn profile, Facebook groups and Facebook pages, and so on. And so I've already pre-added those ahead of time. You can see here too on the right, if you like, for each of the channels, each of the destinations, I can click on that and reconnect or remove that channel altogether. Okay. Now, if you don't have any, if you're just here, you're starting with StreamYard, what you want to do first is you want to go to this blue button at the top here that says Add Destination. Okay, click on Add Destination. What you then get is you get all this entire menu here of all of these really cool destinations. And so it's already done for you. And so you can add and connect with a couple clicks, your Facebook page, your Facebook group, your Facebook profile, your personal profile, your LinkedIn page, your company page on LinkedIn, your personal LinkedIn profile, your YouTube channel, of course, which is probably where you want to be. If you're most likely like me, you have a YouTube channel, that's where you want to live stream. Your X or Twitter page, you can live stream there as well. Your Instagram, you can live stream directly to Instagram from StreamYard and have all the lower thirds and all that stuff. It's super cool. Okay. For all the gamers, or all the folks that are on Twitch, you can live stream on Twitch. You can also live stream on Hopin. Hopin, by the way, is the parent company of StreamYard. Hopin, for a little bit of a history lesson, a couple years ago, had acquired StreamYard from Dan and Gage, who were the original founders. And so, StreamYard is part of the Hopin family. And so Hopin is a virtual events sort of platform. So if you're running a virtual event, for example, you would use Hopin. And so if you're running an event on Hopin, you could live stream directly to Hopin, of course, using StreamYard. And then for anything else, for example, Uscreen, right? Uscreen is a video membership platform. So you go to uscreen.tv. You can live stream directly into your Uscreen membership for all of your members on the website or mobile apps or TV apps using StreamYard through the custom RTMP. And that's what you would use. All right. So if you have any questions around doing that, let me know. And I'll be happy to answer that for you. All right. So we're going to take another natural just pause here. I know we talked about destinations, library. And so if you have any questions around connecting specific destinations or specific questions about libraries or anything like that, please, again, pause the video, leave a comment, leave your questions down below, and let me know, and we will answer those questions for you, okay? let's get back into the screen. All right, so we're just gonna go down here all the way through. So on the left-hand side, we went through the home, we went through library, destination. Now we're gonna go to members, okay? Okay, members is really easy. So basically, this is for anybody that has a team. So if you have a producer, if you have an editor, if you have somebody that's managing your content, anything like that, you can add them on as a team member. Okay, so you can see here on the right-hand side, it shows that I have 1 seat left. All right, so I can invite somebody else to my team here. So I can click on this blue button that says invite member. I can put in their email address and I can choose their role. What is the role? Are they an admin, which means that they can manage members, the content, the brands? Are they a co-host, which means that they can assist admins within the studio? And then there's also a little tab here if you want to really dig into it. What does each of these roles mean? Okay, on the member, and you can kind of see here what people can do. So there's really 3 team roles. There's admins, owner, admin, and co-host. Okay, so you can really dig into that. You are the owner. That's why that owner doesn't. There's only one owner, so that owner option doesn't show up here. So you can add an admin or a co-host. All right, and that's really it. And you send the invite, they get an email, and then they can log in as one of those roles. Okay, so really, really straightforward. It's an awesome feature. Especially if you, like I said, if you have a team, and you can do that as well. All right. Okay. So give me 1 second. All right. So now that brings us to the next item on the list here. We've gone through these 4, and now we're going to scroll down to referrals. Okay. So referrals, I love referrals. If you guys know me, I like talking about revenue streams. And so referrals basically is an affiliate program. All right. And so you can refer people here. And so it's really easy. You go down and right away you're all set up. You have a link here that you can share with your friends, with your colleagues, with people in your community, your subscribers, your followers, whoever you like, and you can actually set that up. And so you can go ahead and copy your link here. It's all set up. There it is. Copy, and then away you go. Okay. You can also set it up so that you can add your referral link to your show descriptions right away. And I'll show you what that means in just a second, but you can turn that on. You just have to toggle this guy right here. Okay. You can also see your stats and your rewards. Okay. I don't need to, you probably don't want to see all my stats, but you can see your stats and your rewards here. Okay. Really awesome. Okay. I'm going to go now to the next thing, which is find guests. Okay. And this is going to take us actually to another website. It's called Collab. Okay. And you'll see Collab here, Collab by Streamyard. And it's really cool. It's a really cool way to find people to collaborate with. Okay. One of the things that you should be doing as a content creator, and I've spoken about this on my channel multiple times and also on my podcast multiple times, is that you should be collaborating. You should be connecting with other creators in your space, and inviting them to your live streams, inviting them to your content, inviting them to your podcast, whatever it may be. And Collab is such an awesome tool to do that. Really awesome platform. It's free. It is, facilitated by Streamyard because they want to see this happen. And so you go in, you set up your account here. You can also post an opportunity. So on the top right, you see post an opportunity and say, hey, I'm looking for somebody to collaborate with that's in the science, niche and so on. You can choose the category, the title, the language that you would like them to be into or speaking, and then a description. And then you can post the opportunity, right? And so there's some opportunities here. For example, this lady here is looking for, a purpose-driven business, okay? And you can learn about the show and everything, and here it is, all right? So, and if you are interested, you can then connect with that person, with this creator, and really kind of, take the conversation from there, right? And so it's an awesome tool, awesome platform that Streamyard has done. They clearly really do care about people connecting and creators collaborating. It's really awesome. So, okay, we're going to get back into my account. Here it is. And so we've kind of gone down all the list here, and we have a couple more things left, and then we'll get into the studio. All right. The last thing here on this left-hand side is team settings. Okay, so that's why. Okay, the team name. No wonder. So we've got team name. We're going to change that to me. There it is. And so you just, sort of your setup here, nothing too exciting, but that's your team settings right there. Okay. All right, so now we are going to take the show over to the top right. Okay, so if in the top right you'll see upgrade, that is just there. I do have an upgrade account. I'm a Streamyard partner, and so they have upgraded my account, but for some reason it still shows upgrades, just the way that the system works. But then we'll go to my account here. So if you click on my account, you get a few more options. Okay. First, you see my email address. So if you want to send me an email, if you have any questions, you can email me directly there. All right. You see the referrals, team settings, billing, of course, account settings. You can change all of this stuff if you like. The other things that you can do is you can do contact. So this will allow you to contact support. Okay, contact support is really easy. They're very friendly. They're really quick. And then as I scroll here, you'll also see that there is a StreamYard community. There is a community on the Facebook. So there's a Facebook group right here. So all you want to look for is StreamYard Community Official. There's over 28,000 members as of this recording. And so that's when you've hit the right place. All right. There's social channels here as well. They also have their mailing address, right, which is great. And so that's the best place to get your questions answered within StreamYard. All right. It's going to go back here. So we go back to the account. They also have a help center. So I'll show you the help center here. So you can ask all your questions in the help center. Gotta love the duck. I do have one of the ducks here, actually. It's I'm going to grab it for you. There it is. There's a duck that they sent me. So I thought this might be really fun to show you. So there's the duck. And so, our friends over at StreamYard sent me over a duck. And so it looks just like that. And there is the duck. I love that. There it is. There's the duck. All right. So, there we goes. I forget the name of the duck now. Oh my gosh. Okay. Puddles. That's the name of the duck. All right. So there you go. There's the help center. So you can ask all your questions. You can search. You can go through here. They've got it in different categories. And so any questions you have, they probably have the answer there for you. Okay. Partner resources is here as well. So again, if you are a partner, if you're an affiliate, you can get all of the different templates and different things here. So there's lots of different cool resources here available as well for that. Okay, and then one more thing, news. Okay, so StreamYard has a really vibrant blog. Okay, so you can just catch all of the new updates here. So if you are diving in, if you're going to start using StreamYard, make sure you're on top of it, because they do launch a lot of new features all the time. They're always listening to their community members, their customers, and they're always listening. And so you want to make sure you're tuning in. This is their YouTube channel. You'll see a familiar face right here. So you'll see me kind of showing up on their YouTube channel with a tutorial every now and then. It's a really good group of creators, and they really give their creators a voice on their channel. And so you want to come here and you want to make sure that you are tuning in to all of the content, all of the announcements that they're doing. Through their YouTube channel, through their blog. You want to make sure that that's something that you are tuned into. Okay. And there was one more thing I want to show you before we dive in. I told you this is going to be a really extensive video to dive into everything that is StreamYard. Okay. So I think with that, again, we're going to take a quick little pause here before we dive into the actual StreamYard studio. Okay. But I wanted to just kind of pause and again ask you to type in any questions you have in the comments. That's what we are here for. That's what I'm here for. And I'm sure you'll have some questions as you go through and you set up StreamYard and you really dive into it. Okay. So let's go here. So now you've got everything set up. You've got your destinations. You're all set. What do you do? What do you do next? Okay, so what do you want to do is you want to go to home. Okay, home right here. You then want to go to create. Okay, create. And you'll get a pop-up. Okay, you can either do a live stream, right? Use the studio or a pre-recorded video. Like I said, you can record a video and then set it up to go live without you actually being live. The video itself will kind of go live on its own. Okay. You can also do a recording. So recording basically is if you don't want to live stream, you want to use everything that StreamYard has available, but you don't want it to be a live stream. You just want it to record so you can download the video and then maybe edit it and then publish it at a later date. You can also do an on-air webinar. Okay, you can host a webinar. And I don't know if you know this, but you can host a webinar using StreamYard. So instead of using Zoom or GoToWebinar or some other thing, you can use what's called on-air webinar on StreamYard. Okay? So for the purpose of our video today, though, let's set up a pretend live stream. Okay? So I'm going to choose live stream. And now we're going to get the choice of, do we want to go live? And that's when we're going to choose studio. Or do we want to use a pre-recorded video as a live stream? Okay, so I'm going to show you the pre-recorded video. So the pre-recorded video, you would have to actually upgrade your plan. For some reason, mine's not showing up like that. But what would happen here is if I clicked on this, you would actually get a prompt. There's going to be a field here where I can select the video that I want from my computer, right, from my file manager. Now with the studio, this is when I'm actually going to be going live. I would just go here and I would then select studio, and then I would select which destinations, which places do I want to go live on. So I can choose my YouTube channel and also my, let's say my LinkedIn as well. Okay. All right. So I could do both. Okay. For some reason, it's not allowing me, but you could select both. Okay. Now, once you select both, you would then put a title. So test live stream. You then put a description as well. Okay. Test live stream description. And whether or not it's public, unlisted, or private. Okay. Those are the three types of visibilities on YouTube. Okay. Let's say I'll put private for now. I can also schedule this for later. Okay, so when would I want to do it? I'll do it in 2 weeks. Cool. I can set the time, 9 o'clock a.m., my local time, and then I can upload a thumbnail that I like. Okay, so if I've got a thumbnail right here, away we go with the thumbnail. Okay, and there it is. All right, let's get there we go. This is not my thumbnail. This is actually a thumbnail of my one of my friends and one of our partners, Brandon Washington. But let's pretend that's the one. Okay, so I'll click on apply, and there we have it. So now all I need to do is create the live stream. Okay, which I'm not going to do because again we're testing this. Otherwise, it will actually create it on YouTube. So we're going to go back. We're going to go to live stream. We're going to skip this for now. Okay, skip this for now, but we're going to put a title, test live stream, so that I can show you the live studio. There we go. Now we're entering the studio, and this is where we can get real fancy. Okay, so let me change my view here for a second. There we go. So now you see me on the screen. Let me see. There we go. Okay, we're gonna have to do a little bit of imagination. So instead, because I am sharing my screen, it shows my camera here, and it shows with the sort of endless pit of screen sharing. Okay, so I'm gonna stop the camera for just a minute. You'll see that I get an avatar instead. I can also click on here and select a few things in the settings. Right, I can choose landscape or portrait. I can do camera, audio, sort of my audio source for my microphone and speakers, a few things here to make my sounds better. I can also choose a virtual background. I can also choose to record locally for each participant. So when you have a guest, it will actually record locally and you get a better quality of audio and video. You can also set up hotkeys. So this is great if you are, wanting to do some really quick toggling with, when you want to share the screen, turn off cameras, next slide, that sort of thing. And then also for the guests, right? You can actually set up some things here for your guests where guests must authenticate, or it'll play a sound if you have a guest coming into your studio and so on. If guests can see your comments and your posts, and also if guests can stream this to their own destination. Like I said, you can use StreamYard to multi-stream, and so you get more exposure. Okay. Down here then, you also will be able to change your display name, and also put a headline. So let's say content creator. Okay, so you'll see now my headline has changed, which is really cool. Okay, there it is. So now it says Rob Balasabas and content creator. Okay, so now what we want to do, and I can see here on the right, that green bar shows that my microphone is working. All good. So if I'm ready, I'm going to click on Enter Studio, the blue button at the bottom. And now I am in the StreamYard Lives Studio. Okay, first thing you'll see here on the top right is that it says this is record only. Okay, if you want to change that, you can click on Edit and you can choose the destination. Okay. Anything here that you see on the screen, this box right here, is what will actually show up on the live stream. Okay, so if it's on YouTube, this is what will show up on YouTube. Right below that, you'll see that there are different layouts. Okay, so I'll add myself, and let's share my screen. So let's share screen. I'm gonna share their YouTube channel. Okay. So now you can see the different variations of the view here. There you go. And so you'll see this view, you'll see this view, this view, this view, right? There's lots of little layouts here, and you can actually create your own even if you like. And so there we go. So let's say I want to create this one and I want to add, let's see, I want to add, I want to make this fit. Maybe this one will be more square. This one will be a little bit smaller, side by side, or vice versa. Maybe this one of me will be more of a small square here, that sort of thing. And so you can really get, creative in how you want to show up with your layouts. And then you can save the layout. So right here in the bottom, you can save the layout. Okay, and you can have multiple layouts here. So update this layout, yes. There you go, okay. You can change it. You can do all sorts of things, okay. It's really cool. Okay, let's start at the bottom, right? Let's start at the bottom here. So I'm gonna start right at the bottom here, this sort of bar of things. and then we'll go and work our way to the right, okay, where you see all the stuff here behind my camera. Okay, I'll move my camera in just a second. So first thing is, of course, you get the mute button. Okay, really straightforward. You get the mute button. There you go. Nobody can hear you. Nobody can hear you there. Okay, there's some quick buttons there. There's a settings or start camera, which we all know about. There you go. So if I start the camera, you'll see the camera. If I stop it, I'm gone. There's a settings, which we're all familiar with. I showed you that earlier. You can get back to the settings page again. You can also stop your screen sharing. Okay, so right now I can remove my screen sharing, right? If I go here, you'll see if I highlight over my screen share, I can remove it. I can also do the same thing by clicking on stop screen. Okay, I can also present. Okay, so I can present. And so if I present, I can actually present using Google Sheets. Okay, Google Slides, sorry. I can click here and click Google Slides, or I can upload my own slides, whatever I like. Okay, there's a few different options there. Then there's also an invite button. Okay, so invite button means that I can invite up to 6 people to the screen at the same time. I can actually invite more. You would need an upgraded account. Okay, so that's really easy. And so if you want to invite anybody, all you need to do is actually click on this copy button and send them this custom URL. Okay, you can also email it from here, Gmail it from here if you like. Gmail, email, or Messenger directly from this page. Super easy. And then the last thing is that you can actually then leave the studio as well. Okay, so if you're done, you can just leave the studio and everything is closed down. Okay, really, really easy. Okay, so again, let me know if you have any questions about that. Yeah, we will be happy to answer them for you. Okay, let's now go to the right side here. So let me just fix my layout a bit so that we can see what we are doing. And so it's going to be over here, right here. No, right there. This side right here. We're gonna look at this side, okay? So it's gonna be behind me. That's just how my camera looks right now. But don't worry about that. Okay, I can see it. All right, so we're gonna start here. So the first thing is comments. So we've got comments. Okay, we've got the comments right here. So this is actually where you will see a bunch of comments showing up, right? So these are live comments. So if you're going live on YouTube, then you can see all of the comments showing up right here, okay? In this whole window right here on the right-hand side, okay? If you toggle to banners, then this is where you'll see banners showing up. So let me move me again. There we go. Okay. And so you can create banners. So I've created some banners here. One is Coffee with Creators Podcast. I can save that. I can also make it scrolling. And if you click on it, this is where it happens. It shows up right there. Okay. Shows up right there on the screen. Okay. You can also have what's called ticker banners. Okay. So the next one here that I'm going to show you, you'll see that it is a ticker banner. Okay. Right there. This next one. This one, okay? The live podcast recording, Ask Me Anything. That's a ticker banner. And so that looks a little bit different. So if I click on it, so you'll see that it's kind of like a ticker, you know, like the stockbrokers, you know, it kind of shows, and it shows up on the right, on the bottom, and it just shows like a ticker like that, okay? So it's really easy. All you need to do to set up these banners is click on Create Banner right here. Oops, I am now covering it. There you go, Create Banner. And now you can create the banner. Okay, you can type in anything. This is a fun banner. And there it is. And I can make that a banner. It's right there. Super easy. Okay, so that's banners. Let's go to the next thing, which is brand. I'm going to get out of the way again. I'm going to make myself really small. Okay, and here, brand. So you have a brand colors. You can choose different themes, right? There's the bubble theme. There's the classic theme, minimal, block, which is what we had. You can choose to display the name or not, right? Show headlines. You can also choose the logos here, that sort of thing. You do have to upgrade to get the logos showing up. I don't know why my thing is not allowing you to do upgraded things, but you can basically, you see where StreamYard is, it says powered by StreamYard right there, the corner. You can make that your own logo. You can also have overlays, okay? Overlays are essentially images, okay? So you can have that showing up as well. You can also have countdowns, okay? It's kind of cool. Very dramatic music, and you can make that show up as well. You can also have different backgrounds. It's already been set up here for you. You also have different background music, all right? Really cool to have background music. I don't know if you can hear that, but you can have different background music playing. This is royalty-free music, and so you can totally use this for your live streams. All right, and that is it. It's really easy. Now, the cool thing is that you can save your different brands. So let's say you have a live stream for your own personal brand. You also have a live stream for your work. You have a live stream for a show that you have with a friend. You can set up different brands here. And so to do that, you need to go to the name. So this one particular brand is SMC November 24, 2021. I've had this brand for a little while. So I've got different brands here as well. Okay. And you can click on new brand. Okay. New brand right here. And you can create a new brand. Okay. All right. So that's brand. And the last thing I want to show you as we wrap up, hopefully you've been finding this video helpful, is private chat. So the private chat, if you click on private chat right there at the bottom, is just a private chat between you and your guests. Okay, so if you have any guests on the show, that's where you can do private chat. You can say, hey, I got to go to the washroom. Can you, I'm going to take myself off the screen and just do a solo show for about 5 minutes. All right. Or hey, it looks like we've got some questions coming in. I'm gonna pull you up, or hey, take me off the screen for just a couple minutes. So whatever that may be. So, but you can chat right here with your guest, and your viewers will not see that private chat. Okay. So there you have it. All right. So just gonna go back into the screen so you can see me here. And so again, want to pause. This has been really fun. We're not quite done yet, but I just wanted to see if you have any questions. Make sure you leave it in the comments. This is also a really good time also to invite you to subscribe to the channel. If you haven't done so, please subscribe to the channel. We'd love to have you just joining us on future videos and future live streams. You'll hear some podcasts here as well. I do have a video podcast and an audio podcast on all the podcasting platforms. And so we'll make sure you subscribe. I'd love to have you subscribe to the channel and join our journey here on YouTube. And yeah, again, most importantly, all your questions in the comments. All right. So as we sort of land the plane, as they always say, it's been really fun. Thank you again to Streamyard. Love this tool. Use it all the time. I think, as a content creator, it's one of the best tools that I've invested into to use for myself. And I've just had such a blast with it. And beyond that, just the people that are here on the Streamyard team, the community, the other creators like Andrew that you see here, Melanie, Daniel Batal, all these awesome creators, Kaya, it's just really fun to have them in my corner. I get to chat with them and see them around. It's just been really fun. So make sure you join their community, follow them on, subscribe to them on YouTube, join their community on Facebook. And I hope you make the decision to use StreamYard, get the most out of it. And I look forward to seeing you in a future video. All right. So thanks again for hanging out with me here. I hope this was helpful for you. Thank you for, the 40 minutes that you invested into this video. I hope you find value in some of these other videos that YouTube feels that, might be beneficial to you here. And I'll see you in the next video. All right. Take care for now. Bye-bye.